back in 2 years, had some medical things, and then finally figured out what it was. Had surgery 6 months ago, so really a 4-month training cycle with 2 sicknesses in it. It's been interesting, but what I want to talk about today is things that I do as a coach and an athlete that I want to share, and hopefully you can learn from these mistakes. They are truly mistakes. I put so much effort and so much energy into my clients when they're competing and my athletes that I just get so nervous for them. I kind of forget to focus on myself. That means I don't drink enough, I don't eat enough, I don't sleep enough. I'm worried I didn't get their numbers right, or that I'm pushing them too hard, and I don't want to get them in the wrong headspace, and I want to keep them in the right headspace. And with that, it's really takes me out of my own training, and I don't focus on it. I don't dial it in. Things I've done in the past is I forgot to write out my numbers along with their numbers, and I keep it all in my head, and I can do that if I'm not competing. But when I'm competing, things get weird. And debating on if I have males competing or females competing, that's an energy level that's a different game changer as well. So knowing these things going into competition is something that I really push for other coaches to realize. And it's just something to be aware of. It's not like it can totally derail you, but I notice I am more sensitive to how my athletes are doing, and that can change how I'm doing. I might try to overcompensate for them somehow instead of being in my emotions, being how I like to, where I like to have my music on right before, but they want to talk to me before they go lift. And you know, when you have females, all females go, and then the males go. So at least with the males, you can kind of push them off a little bit until after you finish, then you can kind of switch your energy. But when it's females, and a lot of times it's novice or somebody that's in a lighter weight class than me, most of the time I'm competing in middleweight. So I'm dead center, and I have athletes novice, heavyweight, super heavyweight, sometimes middleweight with me. But with that being said, this competition specifically, right, my first one back, had my own kind of nerves and anxiety with it. But I had a novice girl, first show ever, which was awesome. And she only was training for 4 months. She did fantastic. Then I usually compete right in middleweight, but I was in heavyweight, just post-surgery, all these things. And then I had somebody in master's class, so it was kind of almost novice masters depending on what happened. We did have max effort events, and those are different versus like a rep event or, you know, a standard weight. And max effort is tough, right? Because you're not sure where to jump in. You're trying to feel out how you feel, how they feel, how all those things are going. So I had a novice, a master's, and a super heavyweight female athlete, and then on top of myself was heavyweight. So with that, it was a little bit of a struggle for me, just mentally trying to figure out how to flip from each athlete and their needs and then my needs. Could I perform better? Sure. Did I have fun? 1,000,000%. It's always a great time. Strongman is an amazing community. I just want to share that there are some times that you got to take a step back and make better boundaries, especially when you're an athlete as well as a coach. Maybe picking shows that you don't do together can happen, but also it's tough, right? Like, you're in the community and it's nice for your athletes to see you compete as well, and you want to perform really well. So there is a pressure in that regard as well that needs to take into account, and give yourself that space to feel those things and move forward. I was not great this time. I've been better in the past, and moving forward, I will learn from the mistakes I made at the current show and how I handled myself. And not eating and drinking enough, having the supplies, just not doing it, even not like putting on the right shoes that I wanted for the right time, and forgetting my stone sleeves because I was worried about all my athletes having their stone sleeves. So I didn't have the right equipment that I have, and I have a ton of equipment. So hopefully this helps. If you have any suggestions, any ideas, put it in the comments below. And I hope you try out a strongman show.